Good day, welcome to lesson 6, continuous of essential training of this Revit program. Here we want to package everything and set for presentation. So what we want to do is to work on the elevations, rearrange them for proper presentation for a client and any other things before you do your working drawing, and since that you know that is necessary. Now, one of the criteria point of Revit is that it allow you to exchange your graphics the way that befits maybe your client, or that will entice your client, even though when it is a 2D graphics. So that is the beauty of it. So all those things we are going to touch in this place by arranging. So in the next project is that we're going to do a very big commercial activities by doing what? Go to like fire plan, do every detailing, arrange this, coloring everything, and bring all these things to bear in instance. But for this one, we are just going to be limited as scope for this stage. Now what we do here is that we want to crop every region that are not necessarily available. So what we do, click on this region and on the space. So on the bulb, then arrange this to fit into space, so you don't allow the whole things to go beyond your experience by just widening it too much. So that is it. You crop it. So here, like this, you can all this particular one, just hide them, hide the category, they will all go. Then toggle this back to normal. So you have this in place. For that, leave it. So go back to the west, do the same thing by arranging that on this. Then you close this if you want to close it as well. So but for now, crop everything, crop it all. Do as it deems fit. To select everything you don't want to see, so hide these elements. What do you need is hide the category. Do the same thing here by hiding the category as well. So you are left with this alone. So go back to the knot. You do the same thing from the knot as well. And drag this up a bit, bring this down here, bring this down close, shrink it, so then select this and say hide the category, then you toggle this off. At the same time you can find this, and so that you can disable it. So you go to the west, to the east, you do the same thing likewise, hide this category, make the bulb on, then you arrange this to this point. Hide the category, then switch off the bulb. Now you have all these things in place. Check them all through. So in your section, you can look at the section as well and say, okay, the section is okay by you present it to. So what I want to do here, you're going to see. So you adjust this one too, bring this guy to this lower level, hide this one and say hide category. So of this, good. So all things being equal, now we want to do a proper presentation of how this thing will be done. So here you can first this particular foundation layer, you click on annotate. At you annotate, you bring the insulation. That's what I normally use, but you can decide to bring your own design in the way that is suitable to you. So as I have this one now, I change this to 3 feet. Sorry, press escape, I cancel. So cancel again, go to insulate. Now what you need to do from the insulate is the center chain, not offset. You click here, good. Then from here you select it. From here, this is where you change the whole situation. So you click 3 feet. It's too big, so make it 2 feet. Good, 2 feet fitting. So you select that and create similar. Good. So these are the things you do. You can now change the activities of this by graphics image. Anywhere, maybe when you select all, it's more easier for you. Change your graphic activities, override the graphics by category or by element. So start, you bring it, let it be 70 bogus. The weight especially is what I need. Apply it. It's okay. Toggle on this. Have you seen it? It's okay. So I prefer that, leave it that way. So when you create it, it's going to be thick and it's not going to give you any headache. Now here you can decide to say, okay, you want to put on the shadow for this place. Good for you if you want to do it that way. Then from the shadow you can control the shadow reflection, wherever it is. Click on the display, the lighting, then you click on sun setting section. From the sun setting section, this is where you change everything that you appreciate. So then you adjust it from here and increase this one to 75. And the foundation, I'm not using foundation just from level 1. I don't want that to have any effect on that which I drew on that place. So here is what I've done. If it's okay by you that you are seeing it on the roof, good for you. And if you don't like it that way, you go ahead and remove it and you don't need it, or continue adjusting until you are fit into the position where you want it to be. So that is how you work. You work it on relatable view, things like that, just like adjusting and adjusting. So if you start, you see this foundation, you can imagine is that level 1. So things like that, you change and change and change and change until you are able to achieve what you want to achieve. So you go to the south elevation the same way, click on that. Remember, all we're doing is presentation drawing for now. So you switch to that level, work on your section on lights, change that to the same thing you brought to that point, and increase this one to 1 as well. At the level 1 is the okay, and say okay, and you say okay. So when you on this, and you see the shadow is on, and you bring a little and repackaging graphics to your elevation. So you do the same thing here as well. On this one, graphic display, go the same way, select this, work in that line, put it at that, reduce this, and say okay for you, it's okay for me, and you toggle it on here. You can hold it from that aspect too, like this. Graphic display, lighting, this shadow, click on shadow and say shadow cast. You have ambient shadow as well to work on, but we are not going to do that in this tutorial. So we work on this and say okay, 75, 1, good. So everything is being casted and you are seeing it for your own presence. So this is sweet, this is good. And now you want to put them on the paper space, maybe like A3 paper or something like that. How do you get that? So you click on sheet and you tell your player to click new sheet. The sheet is being created, is telling you that this is the common one that is available. So you say okay. If this is what you have in your something, is okay. You can edit it to your own taste if you want, but we are not going to do that in this place. So what we do is that we start bringing everything into this sheet. So this one now, what you bring, you starting from level 1, you drag it here. So what did you see? You put in this place. So what you can do is that you change the scale. You can change the scale, reduce the scale, or adjust the scale. It depends on what you are doing. So if you want it to be reduced, click on that, this appeared. So this one is a big one. It's not reducing, but it's enlarging. So the more you tamper with this, the more you see that the whole thing is getting more exciting. Scale 1 to. So if you want it to be somewhere close like this, so look at it, page 1 to 0. So here you double click here, or you leave it back at the external, then you select this and you say okay, you don't want a few ports to be, it's not be there if you don't want to. So if this one did not have none, you can edit the type. What is it saying? Show extension, you don't want it. Show title, okay, no. So all those things, you bring them there and you can duplicate it and save it for your own good. Say none. So whatever you have done here, it is okay. So you change this solid line black, things like that. So you arrange them and give to your own self what you need that is okay for you. So from here now, you click this, and from this particular one, you on this bulb, you rearrange this and being sure that they are within the drawing scope. So adjust that, adjust this, and say so that's what you have created. Good. So you can bring another view, like say okay, the site one, you can bring it to this place as well. Are you getting it? This one will display the roof. So when you select that, you select this and you set this to crop. So when you crop, when you scale, this crop is going to follow the scale up to as well. That's why I'm doing it on this smaller scale level. So here now you select this and you click this and you say none, so it will disappear. So when you click here and you toggle off this bulb, click outside, select this and go to the same scale that you have here. You jump off, you do the same thing again, the scale that you have, keep increasing the scale until it met your criteria. So like this one, so you're now at your category. So that is one you do. So the next one, you click on this again and say new, same way, you click that and you drag the elevations. So you are starting from the front, so you do the elevation here. So you increase this. So when you increase this to something like this, is it big enough? Okay, I think this one is okay because I'm bringing 2. So the knots, it is on this side. Good. And you come to scale as well. You change the scale. Good. So they have a uniform scale to themselves. So as we have done in this place, which is okay. What I normally do, I do normal line to bring all these things to bear. So I will click on line details at this place, then pick drawing, pick it up like that and say good. Press escape, do the same thing here and say good. So from here now you select these two and you change their graphics elements, and from there you increase the size of their of their pencil. So when you on this one, it's going to be big. You toggle it up, it's going to be narrow. You can decide to say, okay, maybe it's big enough, it's narrow enough. So as this place is, you can come here now and change it to realistic or shade. It's going to be in color. You can leave it that way and see the way it is. So the same thing here. Change the color. So shade. Good. So if that is what you do, that is beautiful enough. And you wonder, the color here is different from the color here. The reason is that the aspect of the sun have a lot of text on this design you are seeing. So the sun is facing somewhere, so definitely it has a perspective error or perspective influence on this one. So it's not that you are choosing different color. When you look at it from 3D, you will see and there are uniform color all around the spaces. So all what you just need to do is to look into those things and channel your energy towards how they work. Can you see what I'm saying? When you see that something look like yellow and so everything is because of the direction of the color. And if you want to do that in the next tutorial, we'll work on that in details. We'll bring it because we are going to work with high-rise building, how the techniques of creating high-rise building and things like that will be given out onto you. So your foundation, then you can put entourage into it so that we make your elevation, the presentation be more flavor. So what you do is that you go to your components and click on components. You can select to look at where there is any kind of tree you see. Just bring any tree for first appearance. You put it here at the foundation. That is where I'm placing it. So here you do the same thing and you do the same thing. So how do you change the graphic presentation of the trees and things like that? This is the way. So it depends on the kind of tree you are using. Connect this one and say select all instance in this view. So I'm going to do it like this and say duplicate because you want to retain the original one, you don't want to deform it. So click that and you reduce the size of this one from 10 feet height to something like 2 feet. I just want it a small. Good. This is okay by me. After this one, that you click on this one again and say you want to change the appearance, and this is the appearance you are changing. The appearance look like this. You can use any of the flower to torment yourself or renew your own display pattern. So if you want more, you can come to tree general and select people, select anything you want to do. You can distort it to anything that okay, it's working for you. I'm using stop this time around. Now I want to choose this hibiscus and I'm using this as my, so I want to scale it a bit because it's like small to me. So let me scale it to something like 4 with 3. Okay, it's a little bit big. So go to your elevation and see what I've created. So now if you want to see it in reality, you click on reality and it will come to fulfillment. So go to your elevation part and see what you've done. So you can do the same thing here as well. Double click and say realistic. So they will change to realistic number. Assign this to, you can see that with the realistic now the color almost the same. The reason, but the sun still have effect on those things. So that is how it works. You can enjoy your presentation, enjoy everything you want to enjoy in design and every other thing. So your background too, you can change it. Let me just change only one background. You practice the remaining one on your phone. So click here and say graphic display. In the graphic display, just click on background. On the background, you can say okay, you want to have sky. Apply it to sky, and that is it. Can you see some? So that is it, the function of it. So you do this, maybe let me do the second one for you too, so that you can enjoy the criteria of it. So you click here again, say graphics, graphic display reality, background, may say not gradient. I'm using sky, so click here again. Can you see? So this sky, because there I told you the sunset, this one face, this one is the sunset of that pattern. So because the sun is at the back, things like that, it's looking toward that direction, and because I have set it in that manner, so work on this and work on the reduce this one, so now we have an issue with that. So of it, scroll it down. I think with this we are okay with your presentation, and whatsoever you feel that okay, it's okay for your client as a beginner. So we move from this level to another level. So kindly watch, concentrate, and whatsoever you do not understand, get in contact